Oftentimes, we tend to view our credit and our credit worthiness as this mystic branding that was tattooed on the back of our necks with some, secret three-digit number. Well, when it comes time to advance our standard of living, the credit monkeys spin us around, check that secret number, and either say yay or nay when it comes to whether or not they will extend us credit. Well, while secrecy shrouds these, three-digit FICO scores, most consumers share certain beliefs about improving their credit. Certain myths that have bounced around from one consumer to another, and it's time for us to dispel some of those most prevalent ones. So here we go. All right, myth number one is I can't do it myself. Well, as with many things, we need to help, we need help once in a while, but credit repair is certainly something that you can do quite easily on your own with little work and just a little bit of time. You see, when I first looked at my credit report, I saw late pays from car payments, once I entered college, medical bills that went unpaid, and some other not so good remarks on my credit report. I was upset and I thought, maybe I need to seek out a professional, someone who could help me with this. I don't know how to fix this on my own. This all came to roost when I wanted to become a homeowner. I had a new wife and she was ready to buy a home. So yeah, I thought, how do I do this myself? Well, the first thing I did was I educated myself. And now you're going to get the best education on how to repair, rebuild, and maintain excellent credit. So after taking a more in-depth look into my credit report, I noticed some huge mistakes by either the creditor or the credit bureaus. They were not necessarily my mistakes, but they were mistakes by the credit cops. I found mistakes where there were multiple accounts ranging from multiple late pays, wrong accounts, to accounts that were showing closed when they were in fact open. Turns out it's estimated that anywhere from 75 to 92% of credit reports have errors on them. Okay? All right, let's talk about myth number two. You can't fix bad credit. Well, that's wrong too. You see, just because you have bad information doesn't mean that it cannot be repaired. And now, it may take some time to fix, but it is in fact repairable. Now, there are many fast ways to restore your credit. One way to build positive lines of credit and to get yourself back on track is through good credit. Now, if you think a 560 score is bad, well, it is. When I stepped into a mortgage broker's office with my realtor and was told that there was no way that I would qualify for a loan, I was thoroughly embarrassed. He broke the news in front of my then wife, my realtor, his assistant, and a couple who were sitting at the next table waiting to see him. Look, it's possible for you to accomplish this just like I did. You simply need to educate yourself, and the process becomes a very simple one. Okay, myth number three. You only have one credit score. Well, this is not true. Okay, there are actually three credit bureaus, so there's three different scores. There's TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax, and all three use different algorithms to come up with three different scores. Now, what's interesting is that the different merchants use different reporting agencies. So while the Gap clothing store may use Experian, Experian may show a score of 525, while TransUnion may show a score of 560. It's always good to know the score from all three bureaus, and because they can vary, 80 points or so. Okay, myth number four. Checking your credit will lower your credit scores. Well, there are actually two types of inquiries, and we'll talk more in detail about that a little later, but they do appear in your credit report, and that is what's called a hard and a soft inquiry. Hard inquiries are from companies that you are attempting to do business with. Obtain a car loan, maybe get a mortgage, get cell phone service. Multiple inquiries of this kind will lower your score. Soft inquiries occur when you check your credit score through some sort of an online service or from companies who are trying to obtain your information to possibly send out like credit card promotions. This type of an inquiry does not harm your score. Okay, myth number five. shopping around for a loan will actually lower your score. Again, this is false. Now, this is a common myth. Let's say that you are looking to buy a car. Okay, you go to dealership number 1, and during the investigative process, they check your credit profile. You discover that you don't like the terms, and you visit dealership number 2. If dealership number 2 checks your credit, then the 2 inquiries are supposed to appear on your credit profile. However, just recently, that has changed. Now, so long as the inquiries are of the same nature, okay, and they are typically within about 14 calendar days of each other, they will only appear as one inquiry on your credit report. However, there is one exception, and that is credit cards. Okay. All right. Myth number 6: I must remove all negative items from my credit report. Again, this is false. While you will want to improve on the negative items, building new positive credit is just as important. Negative items will improve your credit score. However, by adding positive credit, that will increase your credit score faster, and it will rise higher as well. There are many strategies to legally repairing your credit, but nothing makes sense unless you have the right strategy. Improving your credit will be the most important thing you do during these economic times. Without a 700 or better FICO score, you are destined to be non-existent financially for you and your family. Discover how to use my risk-free techniques to improve your credit as quickly as 30 days. Sign up right now for my free report, 10 Strategies to Improve Your Credit Report and Boost Your Credit Score. Sign up for free and also get the videos at www.cleancreditclub.com. Again, that's www.cleancreditclub.com.